To beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. It is a gorgeous late night in May. Actually, it's Memorial Day weekend. And we're going to do a tour, a nighttime tour, Buddy and I, and Mercedes. We're going to do a nighttime tour of this beautiful city. We find ourselves down by the Old Town this evening. And we're going to walk through the Old Town with Buddy. And just ahead, you can see a horse, and they have a lot of horse-drawn carriages. Now, Buddy has never actually seen a horse before. And I don't know if he's got the cojones to take on a horse. But we'll see if he, we'll see what kind of reaction Buddy gets. So his buddy doesn't really know what to make of the horse, huh? Oh, Buddy, you don't know what to make of that horse, huh? You've seen dogs before, huh? Yeah. The horse, Buddy. All right, so let's keep walking, and we're going to go on down and find the oldest house in America. All right, so as I said, it is an absolutely beautiful night here in St. Augustine, and we're going to find our way on down to the oldest house in America. You can see the sailboats here in the water, and I've got Buddy with me, and I also have this beautiful Mercedes. Mercedes, how are you enjoying St. Augustine?
It's a beautiful place.
Yes?
I had a lot of fun.
You've never been here before?
No, that's my first time.
It's your first time, and you like it, huh?
I love it.
All right. You ready? Let's go find the oldest house, all right?
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll get something to eat. What do you feel like eating tonight?
Not sure. Something like
Something spicy? Oh, no, not spicy. You don't like it spicy. All right. Let's go and have a nice evening. Now, just to show people here, we'll show them the map of where we're at in relation to the city of St. Augustine. So we are right there, and we are in the historic district, if you will, and we're going to walk on down to the oldest house. The castle is behind us, so there's the castle, and we're walking down to, I believe it is number 20. Well, that's the King's Bakery. Number 21 is the Marin House, and that's probably the oldest house. We're going to walk on down there, and then we're going to find our way back and just have a wonderful evening here in St. Augustine. All right, just a little bit further along by the harbor, there's a miniature golf course here. So if you're looking for something fun to do on a nice evening like this, you can come down and play a little miniature golf. So we're going to continue walking along. I think we're not too far from where we want to get to, and that is the oldest house in the United States. That's what we're hoping to find here on this wonderful night in St. Augustine. There's a nice shot there. All right, so you know, a lot of people told me when I was thinking of buying a dog that with my lifestyle, it just wouldn't work out, you know? How could I have a dog and travel, you know? So, as I often tell people now, it's like, you know, you just got to buy one of these little things to keep them on your chest. And he totally loves it. He should, well, at least I think he does. I mean, look at that face. Doesn't he look content? He's just kind of looking at everything and checking it out as we walk along. So, he's looking at the horses too. So it really is a nice evening here. Really is a wonderful evening in St. Augustine. All right, so I thought to share this with you, the historic St. Augustine seawall, and that's what we find ourselves walking along right now. And it's St. Augustine's history has been shaped by the sea since its founding in 1565, and over the centuries, explorers, pirates, seafaring merchants have found their way into the Matanzas Bay, known today as America's oldest seaport. So that's what we find ourselves walking along right now, is America's oldest seaport. We found our way to the oldest house, and the museum and the gardens are closed right now. They're open from 10 to 5 every day. But for more than 3 centuries, this site's been occupied by St. Augustine's. Beginning about 1650, a succession of thatched wooden structures were their homes. The Coquina stone house was built soon after the English burned St. Augustine in 1702. You see that in the back there. And originally was a one-story rectangle with 2 rooms. As times changed during the Spanish and British occupations, a wooden second story, an off-street porch, and other features were added. It's preserved by St. Augustine's Historical Society since 1918, and the house became a registered national landmark in 1970. So there you have it, folks. You ever wondered what the oldest house in America looked like? I know Buddy was wondering, you know, all day in the car. He was telling me that, you know, he was really anxious to see what the oldest house in America looked like. So there you have it. Okay, so what would a summer evening in St. Augustine be without a little dog play? So, good old Buddy, he's been so good about riding in my little chest carrier, and we decided to let him out to play just a little bit. So Mercedes is more than happy to accompany Buddy in his little romp here. He's just learning how to fetch.
Let me have it.
Although he doesn't always do it so well, but he's giving it his best shot. Buddy. Buddy. Yeah. Good Buddy. Sit. 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 There you go. Good baby. Yeah. Good Buddy. Good Buddy. Yes. Yeah, you're a good boy. All right, let's continue with the tour. Okay, so we found our way down to St. George Street. And this is the main thoroughfare, if you will, in St. Augustine. Probably one of the most popular tourist areas. You can just kind of walk through here. And Buddy is actually, my little Buddy here is actually being really good in his carrier. He's not going crazy when he sees other dogs, and he's just really taking everything in stride. And here we have a pirate coming up. See a lot of pirate-themed things here in St. Augustine. So there's a big spot for pirates. There he is. There's the pirate.
Your baby's very hairy. I'm just saying. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
All right. Have a good evening. Oh, this looks like a popular place. Pizza time. Salads, calzones, cannellini, rolls, beer, wine. Look in the window here. You guys are all busy at work making some pizza. It's called pizza time. Sure does look good. We had pizza last night, so we'll continue. We're gonna find some place to eat where we can sit down and have a nice table outside somewhere. And Buddy sure is taking this all in stride, I gotta tell you. Buddy. Those people that said, how could I have a pet? I can't travel. Okay. I know Mercedes is looking, she's looking all around for a pico de gallo, you know, her favorite restaurant. You know, it's interesting with Buddy. When last night I was walking through a crowd in the Villages with Buddy, and he was on a leash and he was running up to people, and people would naturally bend down to start petting him. But with Buddy here in my container, in my carrier, he's not as he's very content. Just very, very, very content being in the carrier. So
He was very like guarded.
all right, so we are on a mission to find something to eat. right, so we found the restaurant that we're going to have a wonderful evening at. This is the Columbia. It's a gem of Spanish restaurants since 1905. And we went in, and they actually have a wonderful courtyard, and we can bring Buddy in with us, and he can sit at the table as I nibble on some Spanish paella. And not quite sure what Mercedes will have, but I just wanted to show you the inside of the restaurant, because it's very, very beautifully decorated. Let's just take a nice walk. We got about a 20-minute wait, and I thought I would just share this beautiful restaurant with you. So you walk in, and there's some very wonderful historical pictures up on the wall. Again, it's called the Columbia. It's a Spanish restaurant, and it just really has a really nice ambiance to it. There's a patio there. And then out here you have seating. I believe we'll be sitting right out in here. So it's just a very, very nice place. And you know what? Mercedes deserves a nice dinner. So I'm going to treat Mercedes to a really, really wonderful dinner here. She's been such a blessing to me over the last year, dealing with my dad and taking care of him and loving him, and also just a lot of other things, like taking care of my little dog and taking care of me, I should say. So this is the gift store here. Really, really nice pottery that you can buy. Very, very nice. Alright, so we have about a 25-minute wait, and we're going to roam around outside before sitting down for a nice dinner. Alright, so you know, what a wonderful evening. And when I was thinking of buying a dog, one of the things that really appealed to me about this particular breed was that they're a lap dog. You know, I always, when I think of the Bijans, I always think of the Spanish sailors, and it's kind of interesting that I find myself in St. Augustine, which has such a rich heritage of Spanish influence, and we're sitting in a Spanish restaurant, and I've got a little Bijan Frise, and the Bijans were I think they originated along the Mediterranean, and they were very popular with Spanish sailors. And Spanish sailors really liked the Bijan Frise because on those long boat trips across the ocean, the Bijans would make wonderful company, and they just sit in your lap, such as Buddy's sitting here in my lap right now. I did have him down on the floor, but he was eager to get in my lap, and he's just couldn't be more comfortable. And he's just waiting here for dinner while I'm waiting for dinner, and I don't know what he's waiting for. You know, you'd have to ask him that. But anyway, dinner should be here shortly. We're going to have paella for dinner. And we got a mixture, a special paella with a mixture of both beef and chicken and pork, and also a lot of seafood. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I know Mercedes is looking forward to it as well. All right, dinner has arrived, and we have the paella. How's it look, Mercedes?
Excellent. It smells better.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
Fantastic.
So they brought out a big serving for both of us, and you can see there it's paella is such a wonderful dish to have. You know, so we're gonna dig in and enjoy a nice dinner before heading home, or heading back to the hotel, I should say, huh? All right, let's eat.